Well, I've kind of changed my position of my camera. It's now, actually it's upside down, so I'll have to flip the image. But instead of it being up in this position, it's down here now. Let's just see if it's a better perspective. Should be alright, I think. Let's give it a try. For today, I'm going to be checking my speed of the stock speedometer against a GPS. Try it out. Beautiful day. Here we are. We are in Hindman, Kentucky. And there's a big sculpture of a horse right here. May make you wonder, what is the point of it? Well, let's turn the camera around here and look at it. Alright, you can tell it's pretty big. And it of course features head and front legs of a horse, a mailbox, and a horse's tail. The way you can tell that that is a mailbox is if you look on this side, there's a little flag that you would put up to let the postman know that you have mail in there. So yeah, why? I mean, right there is the post office. But what is the point of this? Okay, there is a story behind it. I'll put a link to a write-up on this when it was constructed online. What this is a tribute to a man that used to deliver mail by horseback. His name was Irvine Pratt. I'm pretty sure the pronunciation of that is right, Irvine. If anybody knows for sure, let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I'll get a few shots of it here, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. This work was inspired by the life of Irvine Pratt. He was one of the last horseback mail carriers who was a Knott County and also a blacksmith farrier that made horseshoes for his companion horse, Bill. Mr. Pratt delivered mail on horseback on dirt roads from Pine Top to Hollybush, Kentucky, 3 days a week, right up late into the 1970s. He was 77 years old when he finally retired after falling from his horse and becoming injured. Irvine Pratt gained national acclaim in the 1970s when he was featured in a series of short videos that aired on Sesame Street. His story was also reported in the National Geographic magazine around the same time. One thing you will not see is a plaque or any indication of why this is here. That's one thing I think that they should do. I think they should make up a plaque showing what this represents. But anyway, this is not the only one. They also have another art installation, sculpture, that is kind of that way. Let's go check it out. Take another ride. Alright, so here we are in Red Fox, Kentucky. And behind me is a big anvil. Why would we have a big anvil out here beside the road like this? Kind of the same thing as the horse. Best of what I could find states that this represents the same man, because he was a blacksmith also. So we have two sculptures that are basically representing the same man, and also representing a time that things were done a little different. Just like the one downtown in Hindman, this one also does not have a plaque. Nothing telling you anything about it. I will, of course, put up a link, like I said, to the other one, and from what I have heard, this one and the other one are related, and there is supposed to be a third one. I have not seen the third one, so I don't know where it will be. It is windy out today. See the grass moving? Yeah. Makes it a tad of a challenge to ride that in the wind, but get a good gust. You change lanes whether you mean to or not. But anyway, that's another one of the sculptures. Like I said, this is in Red Fox, Kentucky. And I'll put up any information I find on this, I'll put up in the description below. Other than that, I guess that's about it. Well, the next time you go and go out to your mailbox and check your mail, think about how that mail got there. You know, people still work hard delivering the mail. Now, I know it's not as hard now. You're not having to go ride on horseback to these different places, but it's a lot of work. There's a whole lot more people now than there was back then too, so you know, you can really appreciate how the mail system works. And anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. See y'all on the next one.